Where were we? Bag, purse. Okay. Favorite bag designer? If overall,
I would have to say, oh God, there's so many. It's so difficult to narrow it down because with me, I don't know about you ladies, but with me, it's the bag that I go for. It's not the designer, because I love Chloe, but I don't like all of Chloe's designs. I love Mulberry. I don't like all of Mulberry's designs. And for me, I like Chanel. Some of their designs are way over the top for me that I wouldn't like. So for me, I haven't got a favourite designer, or a favourite bag. But at the moment, I love my Chanel bag.
You keep pointing over there. It's all the way over there. I'm going to go and grab it so we can wave it at the camera.
Oh dear.
It's far too beautiful to just sit on our sofa. Look at that. So which Chanel one is that? Bag. Because I'm completely new to Chanel.
This is a calfskin Chanel bag. This is from their range I bought it in February. So this is their spring-summer collection. Oh, here we go. I think you can see it now. There.
And is that like a flap or whatever?
Okay. Well, when I went into Selfridges to buy a Chanel bag, and I chose the normal flap bag and also a boy bag. Now this is actually a cross between the flap and the boy.
Okay.
So it's got the boy hook, the fastening there, and it's also shaped like a boy, but it's also got some sort of connotations of the flap too. So it's a bit of a mixture. So for me, I'm quite an eccentric to an extent where I like to have different types of bags. So for me, this just seemed perfect because it's wide, it's big. But then again, it's also got the boy sort of style with that, and the clasp, which is the typical boy clasp. Yeah. And sorry, ladies, but I do have the matching wallet too.
Fantastic.
But this is lambskin, so this is why I wanted to. Penny was coming along today, so I wanted to show her the difference between the calf skin and the lambskin.
Oh right, okay, so this is calf skin.
This is slightly more weary, so you can see this is thicker, and this is very very fine. Whereas the lambskin, I find that it is wearing, and it's ever such a shame. I mean, it's beautiful and soft, but I don't think it's as hard wearing as the lamb's calf skin, and also the other version, the caviar leather as well.
It's just the detailing on it.
It's just,
and again, I've not been that close up to a real Chanel. It's just, it feels so heavy and well made.
And not only that, if you're going to spend that much money on a bag, you actually want it to last.
Oh yes. Well,
and for me, it's all very well spending, thousands and thousands of pounds on a Hermes and they might last, but for me personally, if I want something, then it's a good few years.
How much are these typically?
Well, Chanel have price increases twice a year. They have price increases. So this one I currently bought, that was 2,700.
Okay.
For this bag. And then, but this is so special to me because my husband bought me this one.
Oh.
So I'll never part with this one.
Did you hear that?
This is mine.
Husbands buying handbags and it will never go.
That's it. And the wallet. This is the continental size, so this is the biggest size that they do. I mean, they do the wallet on the chain as well, but this is just a typical wallet. Yeah. This was about £550 for Chanel.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I think it's one of the things you hear a number and you think, blimey, but if it does keep... Unfortunately, I only have a little boy, and I mean, I love him to bits, but he may well come into inheriting a big load of bags one day, so I don't know how he will feel about that. But I love the idea of being able to pass something on to somebody.
Yeah,
I just think it's
fabulous. I have 2 girls.
There you go. Are they already saying, "Mummy, this one's going to be mine"?
Well, my oldest is already into designing a few bags.
Oh, fantastic!
So she's very much an artist, and I really want to encourage, not necessarily bags, but I really want to encourage that side of the creative side of her. And my husband's a doctor, and he wants her to be a doctor, and
what a surprise.
You're typical, but I've just said, well, whatever she wants to be, that's fine.
Oh, that's lovely. How old is she?
10.
10.
And 7.
It's fairly early to be decided.
Very early,
but not too early to nurture whatever talents.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, it's I didn't have this opportunity, and it could work two ways for me in terms of, you know, my children will be open to all these designers, and you know, they're so young and everything. But actually, as long as they know, you know, the value of money, and you know how hard it is to earn just £1 in this country,
yes.
and have that compassion side, the charitable side to them as well, the whole picture, you know, the whole rounding, then I'm hoping that they'll be, you know, down to earth, and they will appreciate what, you know, the value of money is. And
that sounds you're already giving them that message.
Well,
you know,
trying
so let's see how much
to.
goes in there.
It might work against me. They might, you know.
At that age, it probably still does. Give it another couple of years, and they'll be like, "Oh, mum."
I
so,
know. Yeah, exactly.
So right now, you're probably still. Okay.
I can nurture them, can't
exactly.
I? Brainwash them
before they get to anything what mum says isn't
exactly.
Now, one of the questions that I'm really sort of quite interested in here, is there any really exciting story you might have pertaining to one specific bag, where you say, you know, it was a bag I wanted and I hunted high and low for it, or...
Well...
No, if I
not really. It's only ever bags that I've never had... I haven't got that much time, you know, to actually source, you know, a particular bag, or, you know, for myself or for any of my customers. Or, mind you, having said that, lately I have been trying to do that, and with the wish list, as you all know. But in terms of, you know, trying to hunt down a bag, it's really much on demand. You know, what I see, and that, you know, if I like it, then I'll just buy it. That's really it.
Do you have a job for me? I'd be great at that. What I like, I'll just buy it.
But you see, if I don't like it, if I like it, there's no guarantee that everybody else will like it. I've got a bit of a quirky side to me as well, so I'm not really your traditional blacks, and even though I'm wearing black today, your traditional blacks and your browns and your oaks and your whatever.
Well,
I've got a bit of a.
We'll show the ramage in a second, and you'll understand what she says if you don't know what a ramage is. So okay. Couple more. Which bag would you never ever part with? You just said the Gucci one, your first one.
The first one, the Chanel.
And the Chanel.
The Chanel.
Because it's from your husband.
Absolutely.
So nice.
He said to me that, you know, he would always... we went to Paris about 3 years ago, before I even decided to set up, you know, the business. And we went into Chanel, and I said, oh, I'd love to have a Chanel, really love to have a Chanel, you know. And he said, oh, well, one day I'll get you one. So then, you know, we went in and...
Where did you get it? In London?
Yeah, Selfridges. I love Selfridges, the Chanel in Selfridges. I really love it because they've extended the ground floor, so they've got 2 departments, and the sales assistants are absolutely wonderful there.
Was it around the time, I read a year or 2 ago, they've done this big shoe boutique downstairs as well. I think it was around that time probably when they completely redesigned the downstairs.
Yeah, they've completely designed downstairs, and I find it actually a lot... Has it gone off?
Oh. No, we're still here.
Still
Sorry,
there.
I don't know the camera.
We can't see it, that's all. So it went... at the downstairs, they've had it all done out, and Chanel have taken on two parts, and it all sort of meets in the middle. You'll know when you see it. But the sales assistants are so nice. I think that they're a lot more friendlier than the ones in your typical, you know, Sloane Street or Bond Street.
Oh, that's good to
Even
know.
though they're nice as well, but they're particularly nice here. And they will spend, you know, people who go in there to buy a Chanel bag, they're there for an hour and a half, because, you know,
it's a big decision. Other people buy
Absolutely.
cars for that.
And when I bought this, it was so funny. I met a lady in there, and she was a doctor. She'd just graduated, and she was going to just treat herself because she passed all her medical exams. And, you know, we got chatting, exchanged telephone numbers, and she wanted to become a locum GP, which is my husband, what he does. And I said, absolutely, you know, if you want, because I run that business too. Oh, by the way, this is not my only business that I do. This is one of my businesses that I run.
I didn't know this. Okay,
sorry. Just to get that into, we have our own healthcare business too.
We'll do a different video about that.
We'll do a different video about that. So, you know, I've been chatting to her, giving her advice on what to do, what not to do, you know, how to enter the GP locum field. And she bought the same bag as me.
Oh, you
so, you know, we got the same bags.
Friends for life,
yes.
Bags.
Oh, through a bag, yeah.
Right, my last question on this list is there a holy grail bag? Is there a bag that you kind of always wanted, you still haven't got, that's up there somewhere?
Well, you know, everybody sort of wants a Hermes, don't they? But the more I think about it, the more I just think, no, Aquila. It's you know, you could buy a car with that money, you could buy other things. So I think that I've pretty much got to where, you know, the Chanel's sort of topped it all now.
That's the peak now. Are you going to tell me this was the peak? No, it can only go down. No.
Well, no, I can get more Chanel.
You can get more Chanel.
I can have more Chanel. I don't
and
mind
more
that.
Louis Vuitton.
More Louis, exactly. And I don't, you know, that's it. I can just buy more quantity. But in terms of a higher designer, no, not really. No.
Okay. Well, I really enjoyed this first installment. So, as I said, we're going to have a quick cup of tea now, and then we're going to do another video. And this time about Aquila's business. So we shall be back in a bit. Yes. Thanks for watching.
Thank
Bye.
You. Bye.